Thank you, Alex. And Carrie is here to talk about a problem that's going on with our pine trees, and this kind of stems back to 2022. Is that correct?
Yeah, we can trace a good part of what's stressing all the pines statewide and really throughout the southern United States back to our flash freeze of December 2022, followed by a late freeze in 2023, then the summer of 2023 when it was so hot and so dry for so long. That sort of set the scene for any number of other issues to hit these trees being stressed by those weather conditions and perhaps even already stressed going into those severe weather conditions. But our recent rains, our very warm and humid spring has set the stage for a needle blight that's going around and might make your pine trees look like they're on their way out when they're really just going to drop the lower foliage and put out new needles again. It can be alarming to look out and see beautiful pine trees everywhere and see the needles start to turn brown. You think, uh-oh, something's going on. But this is brown spot needle blight. It's caused by a fungus that is here. And of course our warm, humid temperatures are just ripe for this kind of thing. And you're going to see this show up on pine trees that may already be stressed due to the extreme weather conditions I just mentioned. And the good news is typically it's not fatal to the pine trees, and we'll go over some points to look for to know if your tree really might be on its way out. But what will happen is the lower needles turn brown. The tree will jettison those, they drop off, and then they'll put out new growth. So you'll see those needles come back. And again, and I don't know how well that shows up, but that's a pine tree out in Calhoun. The needles, and it's only on the lower branches you see it. So the needles are browning, they'll fall off, and then they'll put out new growth again. So not fatal to the tree. And if the tree was on its way out, you would look for these factors. You would look for bark coming off. The needles would fall with no new growth, the bark would come off. If you saw sawdust at the base of the tree or in the crotches of the branches, that would indicate a beetle infestation, which could very well happen on stressed trees. And we just don't see that with this brown spot needle blight. So trees are going through a lot, big pine mortality statewide the last couple of years, but this blight does not appear to be fatal, which is good. Yeah.
So just watch and wait.
Just keep an eye on it, yeah.
Okay, we have a little more time left. Well, we got 30 seconds left.
Okay, so we get a lot of questions about what are these things on the backsides of fern leaves? What do I spray to get them off there? And folks, the thing is, you don't want to spray to get those off there because those are little clusters of capsules where the fern produces spores, and that's how it reproduces, so they're natural. No need to do anything.
I've always wondered about that. All right, thank you so much, Carrie. Up next, we'll have all the details on the Monroe Chamber of Commerce Summer Workshop Series. That's after the break here on Louisiana Living.
Trade names are used by the LSU Ag Center for clarity and information purposes only. Neither commercial endorsement of specific products nor a recommendation to the exclusion of similar products is implied.